Good morning, YouTube. We are back here with another video here at the site. As you guys can see, we got the loader back. My loader has been down for the past, I would say, 2 weeks, and we finally got her back. She actually does feel a lot more powerful. What had happened was our final drive had went out and the bearings were worn down. That goes in there. And also in one of the injectors inside the machine, there was bits and pieces of metal. So we had to replace the injectors and also replace this final drive right here. And yes, that did cost us $3,000 in mechanic fees and also the parts. So make sure you guys take care of your equipment, and if something happens, you know, you have to get it fixed in order to keep rolling. So luckily, we got her back going, and we have a lot of dirt to push. As of right now, we have 2 trucks rolling in, 2 more are supposed to be on the way, and we're gonna just dump these guys over here and out the way. I'll show you guys what we're gonna be doing today and how we're gonna tackle all these loads on this side. Remember guys, we are making a creek for the client, and it'll be going along that side over there, and I'll show you guys once we get this cleaned up, show you guys that creek side. But as we get this cleaned up, we'll go on the other side and clean those dirt loads and take care of that. That way we can see where we're at and where we're going. So game plan for today, guys, as you guys can see, I'm on a higher grade. It is low right there. All this water from up here from these houses travels down here. So we have to make sure that the elevation still goes down at a level. But we are in a low area right here where we can fill in and kind of just roll over these loads of dirt. So all these loads over here is low. As you guys can see, it's a higher elevation right here. So we'll just kind of grade over. It doesn't look like that on camera, but if you see it in person, guys, you'll be able to tell the actual elevation of the property. But I'll set that blade down right there and just grade this on over into those trees forming the creek, and then we'll have these last few loads over here to push and just kind of fill in on this area on this other side. So as I go, you guys will be able to see how we're going to push this stuff and grade it. But that is the game plan. And from where I'm at, guys, all these loads are low. So it's gonna be real easy. It looks like a lot, which it is a lot, but this machine will be able to go right over it, especially with more power that we have, getting the final drive done and those new injectors put in. So you guys stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe on this video. And as you guys know, let's get to work. right, you guys, real quick, little update on where we're at. We got all the loads that was on this side sitting right here pushed down and graded through. Remember earlier I did say they were going to push that last, but since we have trucks coming in, I wanted to get this side smoothing out. That way they can just come and back up right here and start dumping. But so far we're looking real good. Got it nice and flat, graded through. That water will be able to travel from up top, downstream, and come on down to this creek right here that we're making. As you guys see, I stopped my dirt path right here as far as grading because I didn't want any more dirt to fall inside of the creek. Even though we are going to have to come through here and clean it out, we want to just save from double working. But I did start grading on this side going towards the trees where we're filling in at. And then, like I said, we got these loads pushed down. So I'm gonna set you guys up over here. And it wasn't that bad. As I said earlier, I got my grade from a higher elevation and just kind of floated that dirt on in. And as you guys can see, we filled about, I would say about a good 2 feet, because this pile sits on the ground right there, but we're actually filling in right here, and it goes up about 2 feet. So like I said earlier, kind of just going over these piles since we had our grade point from a higher elevation, and then going into the trees where we're filling in at. So guys, as soon as we're done over here, which we almost are, and I said I wanted to be done in 2 hours, I'm at 1.5 hours. So it should take me about 30 minutes to get the rest of this pushed on in. And then we're gonna hop to this other side and clean that up. So you guys stay tuned on this massive creek transformation, this build that we're doing for our client. And then our second client, which is all the way over there. We got a lot of loads to push over there too, which will most likely be in the next video. So you guys stay tuned and let's get to work. Alright guys, another quick update on where we're at. This is all we have left to push into the trees right here and grade in. When we got here this morning guys, all this was filled in, as you already know. And now we got to push down and grade it in how we want. And then now we're gonna come over here, push these loads, grade them in, and then go up top, push all those loads. The few trucks that are coming in, we're gonna have them roll up right here and continue to fill in on this property. I'm probably gonna sit right here, have my bucket face this way and grade out because of these rocks right here. We mainly wanna get these rocks laid down or either in the field where we're pushing into. So I'm gonna sit right here, grade in and continue the day. Alright guys, and we're all cleaned up on this side. You guys can see, got all these loads laid down, graded out. Now it's time to head over to this other side here and take her all these loads, and then that'll be it for today. Shouldn't take me too long on that side. It is currently 2:04, so probably put in about 2 hours over there, and then that'll be it for today. But the main thing is we got this side graded out, pushed through, and looking good. So time to head over. Alright guys, real quick, game plan on this side. As you guys can see, we're on this side of the piles. We're just gonna grade this, these dirt loads on this side, grade it going towards the trees, and clean up. Real simple. I'm gonna set you guys up and let's get to work. Alright guys, so we got the loads on this side of the tree pushed down. And I'm gonna show you guys this creek real quick. Looking pretty good on this side. So creek wise, remember guys, our creek is over there. So this little bit right here is okay. And this stuff, we're gonna grade it out going towards that way because it is low right here in front of these piles. So our job is gonna be pretty easy on this side. And then we're just gonna keep continuing making this creek. This point here is gonna come out about, I would say 8 to 10 more foot and nose off right here. And then the other side will be the same way. It will come like this. And there will be a whole creek right here where all that water can flow through. And there's a big lake that all this water goes to. So it goes straight onto that lake. Let's set you guys up and we're gonna take care of these piles right here. Alright guys, and we are done for today. As you guys see, we got everything pushed down, cleaned up, even around the tree right here and in the creek. We're going to continue on this side as well as far as the other side and go down this line right here where this fence is and finish up on this side. And then like I said earlier, on the other side, we're going to continue and fill in on those tree sides. So looking good for today. Currently 4:21, so did pretty good on timing today.